Rhoda. That's our first JOF award given to Rhoda Scott.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming out to the theater on San Pedro Square. I'm Pete Fallico, Executive Director for the Jazz Organ Fellowship. It's a nonprofit, 501c3. That means it belongs to all of us. And we're here for raising the level of awareness for jazz organ. We believe that the lineage and the history of jazz organ is just as important in this music we call jazz, as is the lineage of jazz guitar and jazz bass and jazz drums and of course jazz piano. The piano trio has always won out over the organ combo, but we're trying to change that and even the odds a little bit. And we're even starting a Hall of Fame. And we have pictures behind. We're going to talk about these gentlemen. We're going to have our own Hall of Fame, and of course talk about posthumous jazz organ, posthumously these jazz organists, and also honor a living legend. Many of you have heard Will Blades. He truly is in the tradition, and he brings what's happening in his generation to the tradition of jazz organ established by these wonderful folks behind me. We honor these folks, and I hope in time as you join and let us know how you feel, we can posthumously bring in all of the greats into our Jazz Organ Fellowship Hall of Fame. But we're also honoring the living legends, those that are with us here, those that are vibrant, those that are playing, those that are still on the Hammond organ and playing in the tradition. And ladies and gentlemen, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rhoda Scott. Rhoda Scott, where are you? Come up here. Will you come up here? Will you join me on the stage? There you are. Rhoda Scott, ladies and gentlemen. She came from what I call the crucible of jazz organ. She was right there, learning from the masters, and she brought what she knew to Paris, to France. She's an international connection for jazz organ. Preceding her was Lou Bennett. Lou came out of the States and he went to France. But Rhoda really set the trend and set the pace. And there's nobody more exciting on the Hammond organ than Rhoda Scott. And I'm just tickled that you're here. And I have a plaque for you, Rhoda. I don't have it. The Jazz Organ Fellowship has a plaque for you. Now hold that on one side and I'm going to read it to you. It says, in recognition of your efforts to raise international awareness of jazz organ and for your devotion to this music and its application within the American and European classical music spectrums, your name will forever be etched in the archives of jazz history. Ain't that something? Rhoda Scott, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pete Falico, and thank you, Jazz Organ Fellowship. I would like to bring you greetings from Paris, from all of France, and from a host of organists of all ages who would have sold their mother to be here today if they could. And just so that you'll know that there are so many organists, so many lovers of the Hammond organ who are following what's going on all over the world and who are hoping that it will continue. I'm sure it will. This is such a great honor for me to receive this. Pete told me he was going to give me a lollipop. So I'm doubly troubled now. But I think this is a wonderful day for me, and I would like to really encourage Jazz Organ Fellowship because it's so wonderful what you're doing. And I would like to hope that you will continue. I know you will, Pete. Thank you very much.
Rhoda Scott.